Influential analysts and politicians in the United States are openly warning a war with Iran could become the very golden ticket for the Kremlin. Why is the White House panicking over the possibility of the operation dragging on? How is the Iranian campaign right now burning through resources intended for the Ukrainian armed forces? And most importantly, why do experts call this the best gift for Putin? Today, we will break down the editor-in-chief's exclusive material on how a major war in the Middle East could change the balance of power on the Ukrainian front. Let's face the truth. U.S. resources are not unlimited. The article clearly states the start of a full-scale war with Iran would require a colossal amount of precision weaponry, air defense systems, and, most importantly, funding. Every Patriot, every missile fired at Tehran is a piece of weaponry that could have been used to protect Kharkiv, Odessa, or Kyiv. A group of American military experts are now warning Ukraine. If the current conflict in the Middle East drags on, Washington's strategic priorities could shift instantly. We are already seeing how the intense political battles in Congress are actively slowing down critical aid to Kyiv. And now imagine a request for billions of dollars for a direct U.S. war against Iran landing on the table. For Ukraine, this means only one thing: a critical shortage of attention and supplies. Now, let's talk about the main beneficiary of this chaos. The article states directly, destabilization in the Middle East is the ideal scenario for Moscow. But why is that? First of all, look at oil prices. Any spark in the Persian Gulf sends the price of black gold skyrocketing, and that means the Russian budget, despite all the sanctions, will be flooded with petrodollars, allowing Putin to continue the war against Ukraine for years. Secondly, it's a distraction for the international community. The Kremlin hopes that the West will simply get tired of fighting on two fronts and will urge Ukraine to make concessions in order to put out the fire in the Middle East. American officials warn Putin is waiting for this moment as if it were salvation. For him, a war in Iran is a chance to break out of isolation and force the world to play by his rules. Don't forget about the close cooperation between Moscow and Tehran. If the U.S. launches a ground operation or intensifies its strikes, Iran may demand even greater support from Russia in response to its Shaheds. The article emphasizes that this club of dictators is now coordinating its actions. A war involving Iran will not weaken Russia. It could unite these allies into an even more dangerous bloc. The United States is now officially warning Ukraine that this dangerous escalation could lead to highly unpredictable technological exchanges between Russia and Iran, creating serious new threats on the active battlefield in Ukraine. It is a truly vicious circle where every new missile launched in the Middle East echoes directly in the Donbass region. So, the situation is extremely tense. Ukraine has become a hostage of ongoing global confrontation. If the United States cannot quickly suppress Iran's resistance and the conflict drags on, this gift for Vladimir Putin will become a reality. What do you think? Will Washington risk its support for Ukraine for the sake of victory over Iran? Or is this a cunningly devised plan that we have yet to fully realize? Share your opinion in the comments.